We're now to a major story tonight, everyone. The security situation in the country has got many people worried about how to put an end to the killings. Amid many solutions preferred, some say state policing will take care of weak response to this crime and strengthen the institution more. There is also a notion that policing a country as big as Nigeria from Abuja is no longer realistic. So the House of Representatives and the Senate are pushing for the constitutional amendment for the establishment of state policing in Nigeria. Also, the Senate has also mandated that the Peace and Reconciliation Bill, Police Reform Bill, be passed within the next 2 weeks, and the Constitutional Review Committee should bring forward the amendment for state and community policing within the next 2 weeks. Well, is state policing the answer to the security situation in the country? Will the bias envisaged as a disadvantage outweigh its advantage? Let's get to the conversation tonight. I have a robust panel tonight on the program. I have with me a member of the 2014 Confab and the spokesperson of Afenifere, Mr. Odunmakin, joins us from Abuja, from Lagos here. And from our Abuja studio is a member of the House of Representatives. Well, he comes from the constituency there's been most heat in all of these crises, from Benue State, Honorable Mark Gbillah. And also a member of the Lincoln's Inn, a lawyer, Mr. Daniel Bwala, who is also from the northeast region of the country. All of them are majorly involved in some of these issues that we're talking about tonight on the program. Let's get started, everyone. Let me start with Honorable Gbillah. Today, some of your colleagues raised this issue. It looks so much that there's been a debate that has been, we've had so many times over, but it was pushed back at some point. Now, it's coming back to in front of the front burner. Why?
Good evening, Shil, and it's a pleasure to be on the program. Now, obviously, as a very responsible house of the Nigerian people, we are, like most Nigerians are, tired of the incessant murder of innocent Nigerians across the country. And we have noticed a lot of loopholes even in our constitution that informs the decision that we must start to take concrete steps towards solving these problems. And one of the things we have identified is the issue of proper and adequate policing. Now, I, like most Nigerians, had concerns about the issue of state police. But we cannot only look at one aspect of where we have concerns. We must look at the entirety of the picture of what we have found ourselves in right now as a country. The concern for us as Nigerians about the issue of state police is whether or not they will not become the property of state governors. Now, I will come to address that, a solution to that shortly. But the overarching argument overweighs that fear, and that is the fact that with state police, we will have a situation where we can provide more adequate, community-based and close to the issues kind of policing that is required in this situation. Because it is a travesty to the governors of states where such incidents are occurring, and in other states as well, when our constitution, in the same vein, after saying they can, in section 215, subsection 4, after saying that they can give instructions to a commissioner of police on decisions to be taken to provide security in the state, then after it says, provided that the commissioner of police, after liaising with the president, decides that such decisions should be abided by. So it is a travesty as far as we are concerned and I am concerned, and we think state governors are called chief security officers as a joke, because our constitution categorically does not give them that power.
Okay,
And considering
Honorable
the
Gbillah,
circumstances
let me
that are
allow,
current.
just a moment, let me allow the lawyer there. He's also from someone from the northeastern region of the country. And that region also has seen a lot of crises in the past years. Mr. Bwala, tell us, from what is on the ground presently, does the system of governance that we operate, federalism or quasi-federalism, some people would describe it, more or less a unitary system of government that we operate, that some people have argued. But as it stands right now, is state policing, does it look like the answer to the situation we faced?
Well, thank you for having me. State policing may not be the complete answer, but at this point in time, it is the most crucial next step in the polity of the nation because of emerging threats. Whether you're looking at armed banditry from Zamfara, or you're looking at cattle rustling, or you're looking at farmers' attack, looking at armed robbery, look at terrorism, whatever it is, the argument can be made at the moment for the creation of state police. If you look at Section 214 of the Constitution, it provides that the one police rules the country and there shall not be a creation of another police. But if you just oppose that with Section 9 of the Constitution, the National Assembly has the power to amend the fundamental aspect of the Constitution as long as the due process of law is followed. If you look at Section 218 also, the power of the president to regulate the activity of the armed forces. If you look at Section 2, sub 3.4 of the National Intelligence Securities Act, you look at also the coordination of security as far as the law is concerned. Now, why the argument for state police is crucial and critical is because the unitary system that we run is slow. It is like you're attacking a 21st century attack with a 16th century machinery. If you look at the chain of command, look at how instruction come, look at how the army is mobilized. I know that there is a counter argument whether states will be able to manage and fund the situation. The Constitution can be amended in such a way that the governor will not have absolute control of the police to the extent that he will use them as stocks. But the creation of state police at this time is the most, I can't call it the necessary evil, but the most important element of government. And I'm happy that the National Assembly had just woken up from her sleep. Section 4 empowered them to make laws for peace, order, and good government. So the law for creation of state police will bring peace, will bring order, and will bring good government. This argument should go on. This creation of state police is the fundamental thing at the moment.
All right, let me ask Mr. Odunmakin here. I mean, you were in the 2014 CONFA, but over 600 recommendations made in that report. You're also the spokesperson of Afenifere. Your group and the South-South and the Middle Belt Forum had clamored that, look, we need to look into the issues of killings. But some of the things that you have talked about, state policing is not at the top of it. But now the National Assembly is talking about state policing. Do you think is a major right now?
Oh, state policing is a critical ingredient of federalism. The 2014 National Conference was very clear on it, multi-level policing. And there is no way you can talk of running a country like Nigeria along unitary line and maintaining not a single police. Well, a single police in name, but in practical terms, in Nigeria today, there's not just a single police. Yes, there's one federal police all over Nigeria, but there are also sections of Nigeria where you have the Sharia police, ISPA. If the governor of Kano today wants to enforce the law against alcohol, it is the Sharia police that does it, not the Nigerian police. So I think what the National Assembly is trying to do is to ensure that we decentralize police for every section of Nigeria.
Well,
so that
like states like Lagos also, there's the neighborhood watch in Lagos. In other states, you find, in fact, in some southwest states, you have such groups as the Odua OPC. Well, and those are militia and other interest groups that are doing the jobs of policing in some community, doing some level of community policing.
There are some level of informal efforts, like the vigilantes you are talking about and the rest of them. But in terms of I remember when 2014 National Conference, and when there was so much argument against the policing. Good enough, the day we have to discuss it. The Nation newspaper and Daily Trust published the photograph of a Sharia policeman. The uniform is like just like Nigerian police uniform, even better. And I got a copy of the newspaper on the table of every delegate. Say, what are we arguing against?
All right.
But more importantly, let's say this. Where we are today in Nigeria is only somebody who enjoys the flow of blood that's going on that will oppose state police at this stage. Because last time, when the president said the IG should go to Benin, the president came back to say that about 3 months after, that, oh, I asked the IG to go to Benin. I didn't know it does not go. Can that happen in Lagos? Let's say you have a police in Lagos killing Nekrodu. The governor will ask the police to go there, and will say 3 months after, say, I didn't know it did not go there. No, it won't happen.
Let's take a moment. We'll go on this break. We'll also listen to the argument on the floor of the Senate, and we'll come back and look at how this can happen in the face of a constitutional amendment that is ongoing. That's next on the program, everyone. Stay with us.